Hello and welcome. This is the Afrobeat Cult. My name is Ehi Akimia, and today it's Friday. Why am I so happy? Well, if you're not happy any weekend that comes and you're still breathing, living, and in motion and getting things done, then I don't know why you are alive at all. So every Friday, every time you make it towards a remarkable weekend, make it a remarkable weekend for yourself. You should celebrate. Well, that's not just the reason why we're here. We're here today because I will be talking to several guests, two guests actually. So there's Most Wanted, or better known, aka Mustardseed. I will also be talking to Tony. I had done some Instagram earlier in the day and I had mentioned him also. So we will be talking to both of them. But before I do that, while they're setting up and getting themselves ready, they're in the green room right now. A few things that I need to do. I need to throw a shout out to a dear friend who is actually going through quite a bit right now. And I'm talking about this man right here, this gentleman right here. If you remember this song, let's see if I can slam it so that you can hear it yourself. Then, of course, you will know exactly what I am talking about. I am talking about Idris Abdul Karim. He made the song possible. He is currently going through a major battle right now, a life-threatening battle right now. And on behalf of everyone who knows him personally, on behalf of the Afrobeat scene, he is a pioneer indeed. We would like to extend our thoughts and prayers to him. So, of course, one thing that you should know is that every time we set out and send out prayers and he knows about it, it makes him fight even more and makes him realize that we love him to the max. So this one is for Idris Abdul Karim. We love you and we want you to fight this one. You are going to do it because we know that you are a major fighter. And that's that. This is the Afrobeat Cult, like I said, and we have a lot in store for you. So, guys, if you are ready, I am ready for you. I'm ready to bring you guys in right now, slam you guys straight into the green room. So, give me a thumbs up if you're good to go. I know Most Wanted is ready, but of course, my dear friend Tony is still putting on his makeup. So, what to do. All right. So let's start with Most Wanted. I'll introduce Most Wanted in and we'll get things started right away. Hello, my brother. Hello, how are you doing?
Yes, boss. Very well.
Talk to me. Yeah, I can hear you.
It's summer and it's been good so far. This is July. Yeah, so we
Yeah.
have on all the summer, several activities here and there.
Okay. Yeah.
Just dropped single. So yeah, it's been good.
It's
I've been away from music for a while.
yeah.
As you know, so many other things. But of course, it feels nice to be back and we're trying to catch up as well.
Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. We have a few questions to loads of stuff to go through. We're going to talk about your new music in a little while. So one thing I want to do now, let's just bring Tony into this conversation, right? Tony, are you ready now? These things always happen with this with all this. There you go. There, can you move back a bit? You're not the star here, my friend. There you go. Aha, much better. I can see you. I can hear you. So let's get to it. So hopefully your device is off, Tony. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, definitely.
Okay, your device is off, and his is on. We're using one device now, so that way we will be able to get things across. So let's
Yeah,
start
definitely.
with Mustardseed. It's a bit confusing though for me, especially that trying to figure out which one is the name that you use as an artist. Is it Most Wanted? Is it Mustardseed?
Most wanted actually, but Monster Seed is my AKA.
Okay. So which
And
one is the
most
artist? Which
wanted
one is
is
the
a
artist
name.
name?
Yeah, most wanted is a name that I've been around for officially since 2001, 2002 when we won the Benson and Ages in Benin City. You
Okay.
know, and since we were a group of friends, we entered for the competition and we won. That was the same year as I think it was Casey P Square. P Square had
Okay.
won the previous year, 2001. So we won
Okay.
so when we moved to Lagos, we had the regional competition. We lose at that stage.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
after we came back to Benin, we kept on doing shows, gigs, and all of the people that one of the people that started the new generational hip hop movement from the
Okay.
South.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not gonna. I'm just shifting because there's a program going on, or there's a new series, the hip hop Afrobeat, the backstory. You
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
I've been watching that, and it feels good to see because I knew most of the stories that they were talking about. So we are
Okay.
also pushing this Afrobeat from the South,
Okay.
and
Okay.
we participated so much.
Mm.
We'll be
Okay.
revealing.
When you say we, what do you mean by we? Who are we? Did you
Yeah,
have were you like a boy band or something? What kind of what is we?
okay, we're like a group with
Okay.
like two Buster and James.
Okay.
We started the music, and then when we started, there was also few artists coming up in Benin City. Then after
Yeah.
the reign of Majek and Isaac Black
Okay.
and
Okay.
the Raskimono, so the new school people were coming.
Okay.
We were part of it. There was Cyrus the Virus. There was
Okay. Yeah.
few artists over time.
So
That
those
came
are
from the
actually all
south.
names.
Part
Those
of
are actually all
the
names that I know. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So at least you got that cleared out for us. We will go into the brand new stuff that you're doing, but first, today is actually a special day because we're going to go back to go forward, and this is the reason why we have this. It's Flashback Friday today. Today's show. So let's go back to come forward. Does that make sense?
sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so what is it that you have done in the past? What were the what songs did you do before your brand new one now?
Okay. Of course, I've had a couple of singles that
Mm,
I've worked with. For example, my 2014 release, Sikene, was big in Nigeria, in Lagos.
okay,
The video was shot in South Africa, and it was quite big. It was international, and that took me to a whole lot of place. And
okay,
aside that, living here in Finland, I've dropped a couple of songs that I've also gone big, and we've gone on tour as well. And
okay.
before me as an artist, we used to be one of the best bands. Like
Mm,
when the Remedies or the Plantation Boys were coming from Lagos to do
okay.
show in Uniben or
Mm,
in Eboma, we were like, the openers because we were already
okay.
on ground and they
Established on
knew
the
our
ground there.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Mm, okay.
Yeah. So basically, they were always opening the shows,
Okay. Okay.
for Remedies, down in the south. Yeah. So
Yeah.
he had
Yeah.
already made
so
a big
so
name
so
already.
so that took
Yeah.
us further before we went on the Benson and Ages competition, and
Mm,
we had this song called Shayo. Before any other artist, maybe Durella or any other could use
yeah.
Shayo, we have already used it as a song. I don't go
Yeah.
Shayo, you
Okay.
make me Yayo, I
Okay. All
don't
right.
take
All right.
you. So,
You should actually do a remix for that one. So
yeah,
Yeah, definitely. It's
you
it's
you
it's in
all
the
you all
pipeline. It's in the
yeah.
pipeline.
Okay. Sounding good. Now we're going to go more into the new stuff, right? So where are you now as an artist? How have you been able to find? Because now I see that you have management, sort of. Is that am I correct, Tony?
Yes, basically. Mustardseed is a big brand. He has started from the south in Nigeria. And he has created his brand in a very big way. But
Okay.
for some
Mm,
time, he has taken a break, and now
mm,
there's the return of the mustard seed.
yeah.
Mustard 2.0. So
Oh,
it's going
okay.
to be
Okay.
huge. It's going to be
Wow.
huge.
Wow.
It's
Starting
kind
to
of like
sound
a
exciting. Yeah.
renaissance.
Mm,
So
mm,
he's back, and is trust me, there's lots of
okay.
things coming up in the
Okay.
pipeline. He already
Uh,
has one single, the new single. I
yeah.
know you heard it,
Okay.
Ehi.
Yes.
It's a
Yes, I have.
banging one.
Mm. So we,
I'll
we're,
just
we're,
let
we're
you,
going to
I'll just
go.
let you about that, about the new project.
We're going to go in depth. We're going to go into that, right? So what I
Yeah.
want to tap into right now, right? What I want to tap into now is your experience, Mustard Seed, right? You are an experienced artist. You have been through the grind. You have tasted up and you have tasted what it is to be down there, right? You have seen and hung out with quite a lot of artists, and your creative process is what I want to tap into now. So the first question is, how are you able to transition, because you're still doing music? How are you able to transition from what used to be? I mean, you're talking about how your song was Shayo back then. How are you able to transition from what you used to be to what you are now as a person and as an artist?
Oh, I will speak for to the artist side
First,
first.
yep. Hmm.
Of course, the person side also connect the artist side because you can't really take them apart. They're the same person.
Yep.
But one of the problem that has caused a whole lot of people who have been doing music for a long time and they couldn't keep up is reality, and that has to do with finance, has
Mm.
to do with upgrading to the trending tune or style, ability to blend,
Yep.
and that means the sound,
Yep.
the style, and also your personality. It's a lot, and if you are to take that to the person itself, it now requires how you are able to keep up with your personal life, and that
Yep.
means family, work,
Mm.
hustle,
Yeah.
friends. So it's really difficult
Mm.
to keep up, especially
Yep.
this long for myself. I'm very, very, very proud. Over
Okay.
20 years, still being able to
Wow,
yes, doing
that's
it.
long. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
very
Uh,
proud that I'm still able to do it. So I would say it's passion because I started
mm.
this thing with people like we were
Yeah.
a group. I
Okay.
would say
Yeah.
it's passion, and that passion has been able to provide everything that I need as much as possible. With
Mm.
that means lyrically, style wise. For example, for the past 3 years, I've not dropped any single, and
Mm.
that's got to do with what we are talking about: fonts, family, style, ability to blend, and why all those time I was experimenting my sound because I'm a
Okay.
rapper.
Yeah.
I'm Tupac inspired, so I'm a rapper, and but the music is changing.
Yeah.
The sound is
Oh,
changing.
yes.
Afrobeat is
Yes.
going global. There are very
Uh,
few people who still do rap music in Nigeria that are
mm.
succeeding. Olamide is a very big
Yeah.
rapper, but today
Mm.
he sings most times.
Yeah.
So I've been
Mm.
able to, I've been trying to see how I can transcend from
Mm.
rapping, even though I know rap is my love, like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
to sing, that I
Yeah.
can fuck up. So that
Yeah.
took
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
while. I was recording, I was listening, I was sampling, and
Mm.
this song came. It came. The beat was second of easy for me to jump on and
Yeah.
use my lyrics,
Mm.
and here we are actually have like a couple of singles that I've done just
Mm.
singing and a little bit of rap style. So with that, and family wise, it's not easy.
Mm.
We are living abroad. We know what it takes to
Yeah. Yeah.
build stuff and all of that. So
Mm.
it hinders people, but for me, I just think it's the passion.
Yeah.
I thought I was just going to stay away, maybe focus
But
on
the
music
love, it keeps calling you back, like,
like that.
where you're living in Europe now, right? So how did you hook up with Tony? What's the connection between Tony? Because I know, I mean, I've known Tony for quite a long while. I know his background. He was also he spent time in media, if I'm correct, Tony.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
in the industry
Definitely.
in broadcasting, so you have some level of experience there. So
Yeah,
what is the connection? How do you connect Tony with Most Wanted? What is the relationship right now?
Yeah, Tony is a guy. There are very few people that I knew before I came to Finland, and
Okay.
Tony is one of them. Tony used to be back in days when we were doing music and going for radio tours
Yeah. Okay.
with my boy Jackie Sula.
Mm.
yeah,
Tony used to be a radio presenter and a DJ. So we go
Okay.
to Silverbed Benin. So that's how we met,
Yeah.
and he was
Okay.
very supportive. He was playing our songs,
Mm.
even asking his colleagues. So since then we have known. And sometimes when I come from Lagos to Benin, he's hanging out with Andy Bello at Lockdown Entertainment. We have
Yeah.
we have had conversation
Yeah.
about
Shout out
music,
to Andy Bello,
you
by the
know,
way.
about
Mm.
music and about future. So and at this point, of course, coming here, we have also been just casual or normal friend. We still talk, but
Yeah.
I think everything is time. Life is life. When the
The
time
timing,
comes,
timing,
things
perfect
happen.
timing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then coming back, I was planning to come back, and we have been talking. And he said, "Well, bro, we can do this, man. Let's hang out." And that's how we talked about it. And I'm grateful for the opportunity. And I
Nice
think
one.
we're
Nice
going
one.
to we're going to make good
Mm.
of it.
Yeah.
So Tony, where are you? What's your plan for Most Wanted? Mustard Seed. What's your plan? What vision do you
Yeah.
have?
Um. By the way, when we thank you for that question. Most Wanted has been, an artist. In fact, to me, more than an artist. In the South, he's more of a veteran. But the thing there is that there's a changing sound. If you understand what's going on in the music industry. There's a changing sound. And Most Wanted, after that 3 year break, he we discussed, musically about what he really wants. And, he wants to be among the big heads,
Okay.
head in the industry right now.
Yep.
And
Mm.
that's why his new single is has a bit of an piano
Okay. Feel for it. Yep.
split.
It was intentional.
Yeah, so it was intentional. So we
Mm.
we are welcoming Mustard Seed,
Yeah.
2.0 into
Okay.
the new terrain. Like
Mm.
I said, he was a rapper. When I knew
Yeah.
him, he was a rapper.
Yeah.
Lyrically, he was a rapper.
But I still
Mm.
sing though, but
He
not
still
as much
sings,
as
yeah, not as much as that,
Yeah.
and that shows the changing dynamics.
of course I'm
Yeah.
still gonna rap. I ain't gonna
Definitely,
rapping forever, but shout out to rap music because
Yeah.
yeah,
it
Yeah.
takes more
Mm.
intelligence, to be able to make
Yeah.
work with rap. Anybody can kind of sing today.
Mm.
So shout out to the rappers. Shout out
Mm.
to
yeah,
MI, to Jay-Z, to
Yeah.
Tupac, and all the people that
Mm.
have kept rap
So
music and
let's
people.
let's look at this now. I have often asked several other artists and maybe promoters and people in the business about the difficulty of working in Northern Europe and working in Europe, for instance. What kind of difficulties do you randomly or intentionally deal with? I mean, you're really brilliant. You're core artist. You're a core musician. There's music in your blood. I've worked with you before, so, and I know that. I know there's music in your blood. You have a passion. You have a hunger. You take your craft with a lot of seriousness. So, what are the things that you should be way more out there than you really are right now? What are the things that have actually held you back? Besides the work, besides what are they in the industry, in the field? What are the things that have actually held you back? Feel free to say what you think.
Yeah. Thank you for the prompt, and that's true. I take whatever I do, I take it real serious because life is no joke. But yeah, the industry, the challenges, especially from Europe or from Europe, for an artist living in Europe perspective, I kind of feel that even though Afrobeat is blowing up the world, you hear Afrobeat virtually everywhere. Uh, they we the people who are living abroad somehow have not been able to find a spot for the people artists who are trending the music from here, and that's got to do with not only acceptance but respect, because for you to respect somebody is to acknowledge him his entitlement.
Yep.
Just like, for example, if you're bringing an artist, or when I came from Nigeria to play shows, I got all the things that the contract says, it was expected and it was due,
Yep.
but artists living in Europe, and the people who are doing the gigs, for example, of course,
Mm.
streaming is going on, depending on how you are able to promote yourself with
Yep.
streaming. Talking about
Mm.
the show, because that's where artists really get money from. Being
Yep.
that we don't have like Globalcom here, we don't have
Mm.
businesses around Afrobeat music apart from the
Yep.
gigs. We don't
Yep.
have big. We have not breaking up to the mainstream like artists
Mm.
and Afrobeat breaking in Europe,
Yep.
apart from Dr. Abam of those days.
Yeah. True.
So
Good. Good. Good.
having these people to brand us, so making money. So what we fetch us money is the gig. But the
Mm.
people who are their duties to make the gig don't have not been able to sell. I think they had the one in the artists. I think artists are trying. There's a lot of artists in Europe who are putting
Yeah.
out great jobs, who are putting out great songs, who are putting out great
Mm.
videos, and they are trying. Promotion is a big problem.
Yep.
This song that I just dropped, I will need a 10 million naira minimum to do a promotion in Nigeria to have a
Yeah.
good ticket and see what happens. And bringing
Mm.
out 10 million naira at this time is not easy.
It's not easy for anyone. Yeah.
So
Mm.
the artists are putting in job as much as I can, just as I'm saying. But I think the people, the promoters, should be able to kind of, just as they bring artists
Yeah.
from Africa, they should start
They should be able to. I'll tell
liaising
you.
and
I'll tell
working
you.
with the
I'll tell you what.
artists,
I'll tell you
making
what.
choices and doing
Yeah.
their shows, having tours, touring with these
Yeah.
artists. Because I
Uh.
think the artists are promoting, but music come mostly from the DJs. Apart from I can just go to my iTunes and play song, but
Yeah.
DJs make it really kind of happen. you
Mm.
know.
Do
So
you
I
know
think,
what? Do you know what? Do you know what?
yeah,
Well, do you know what the thing is, right? What the feedback that I've been getting, I'll give you all this information, right? Or all the things that I've the information. There's some ideas that I think can help change what's going on now. But I would like to
Yeah,
hear
I'm really
from
interested in that.
I would like to hear from Tony also. Do you have any ideas about how you're working with him now as an artist, right? You
Yeah.
know what it's like in the background. Do you have any ideas about how you can help him break through?
Yeah, just like you rightfully said, and he rightfully said, the
Mm.
structures here, are a bit of a Herculean task for anyone to break through right now.
Mm.
So I'm taking it into what we can be able to do with our own hands,
Yeah.
ourselves. And what's that? It's technology. So we're going to be looking into digitalization. We're going to be looking into social media.
Mm.
That's where the nitty gritty of our audience would be.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
something like
Get trying to
Snapchat,
get some
TikTok.
new fans. Of
Exactly.
course, we will be
So
planning about.
basically a reinvention. Just a second, guys. There's something that I desperately need to do, and this is quite important to the entire show. So just hang on right there. So this is the Afrobeat Cult. Now, if you have not subscribed, please do so right now. We are talking to Most Wanted. We are also talking to Tony, and we are trying in the best way that we can to expose and tell you guys what is going on. He has a new um, video, new music out, fresh single out now, and of course he has a new management. So it's a total reinvention of the artist, the personality, and you want to be part of it. So just join the Afrobeat Cult by subscribing and be a part of this family if you want more kick-ass content from this channel. And we are back. Yes, guys, talk to me. We're going to go digital. We're considering digital. We're considering all platforms, but it's also important for the artist, I think, to be able to show the people, because I don't see why an artist of your caliber, an artist of your standard, of your experience on stage, on producing some really super clean videos, you're not on the same stage performing and given the same kind of hype that it will give a Burner Boy or a Wizkid or Davido when they're coming into Europe. I don't see why they shouldn't do that. So here's my take, right? A lot of the times they blame Some blame goes to the DJ, some blame goes to the promoter. I'll tell you what I as a promoter have experienced. Yeah, do you know that we actually go through the same stress, the same problems that you guys go through as artists? For instance, for a promoter in Europe, if you're not from the main, the main population, say you're a foreigner, and you want to get a venue for performance, you often get charged higher prices to get a venue. So most promoters, especially the African ones, get to pay almost 2-3 times more for a venue. Now imagine what that promoter has to go through. Also the DJs often have to go through the same process. And we've been talking about it. I spoke with TTY in Italy a couple of days ago, and the thing is what Tony talked about. It has to do is the same thing that you mentioned. It has to do with structure. All parties are going through the same problem, and once we create an industry for ourselves, I think this is just my personal opinion. You can add to it also. I think we should stop looking back. A lot of us are looking back, looking at back home, Africa, as to find the fan base. We should also consider the fan base within where we are situated. Now, listen, when we look at the views on most of the videos, where do you think those views come from? Either of you. Where do you think the views come from? How much data do you think Africans can afford when it comes to the videos?
It depends on the dynamics.
Yeah.
Like me and you have talked backstage about the algorithms with
Yep.
YouTube and
Yep.
everything like that. But again, it all boils down to the kind of content you release.
Yeah.
That's why I keep bordering on the content in which an artist release.
Yeah.
If your content, if what you're giving to the audience is of high quality, for
Yeah.
example, like what a Burna Boy would give, what a
Yeah.
Wizkid would give. You understand me, Eddie?
Yeah. But you see, wait. Let me stop you. Let me stop you there, because there was something that Most Wanted said that
Yeah.
is vitally important. He talked about the sum. Burna Boy's company, the music structure behind him, Beyonce's music structure behind her, they spend a lot of money on marketing. If you don't spend money on marketing, it doesn't matter who the heck you are, your music will not move. They spend
100%.
100%, we agree.
So it's the base. That is the key thing. We need to create an industry that is able to support the frame upon which our artists, our producers. How many producers do we even have in Europe that produce our music? Where did you produce your music? Do you know any producer in Europe that is originally from Europe that will easily produce your Afrobeats or your rap tune? We often go back home,
True.
right? So that's the thing. We don't have that mainframe. We have not built that mainframe. And until there's such a time that we all get together and focus on where we are. They say home is where the heart is, isn't it? So this is home for us as producers, managers, promoters, DJs. I love what the guys in Italy are doing right now. They are building. They are building. They're working. And these are the guys I think Most Wanted. I think you need to get in touch with them somehow. We don't have in Finland. We don't have that system just yet. Right now, a lot of the foreigners are the ones who are bringing in all the heavyweights from Africa, not African promoters at this stage. They have access to all the good venues. They have access to all the equipment. They have access to the funding. Some of these events are funded. They're paid for by organizations and governments here.
People, governments, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We as foreigners don't have access to that. So those are the things that we need to consider. We need to build a proper structure within ourselves before we're able to move forward. And no matter how it is, it's very, very important that your video, your performance stage, your clothing, everything is paid for. It's a lot of money. And I don't know if the promoter can do it for you, or even if your manager can do. So I know what you're going through. I know what all the promoters are going through, and so on and so on. So, but now we've talked about that business part. So I guess that's a challenge for you, Tony. Go and find the money for that man. He's a great guy.
I tell you,
No,
you gotta
we're putting
value
in
money.
structures. But Eddie, there's something very, very important. I
Right.
also wanted to understand.
Okay.
Um, even if we're talking about money here,
Yeah.
we also need to recognize that social media has been able to change lots of
No,
things.
that's I agree with you.
Definitely.
Yeah,
100%.
social media has changed lots of things. So
Mm,
someone that wasn't known 3 months back, 4 months
yeah.
back, can be
Mm,
able to put out music that can touch the audience, and
yes.
that's why I'm coming in with this branding management
Yep.
company,
Mm,
of which Mustard is signed onto.
yep.
Where we are going to take over the social media audience, because his music is something that the audience need to listen to, he has different shades. He was a rapper, he
Yep.
sings, and he's also into Afrobeat. Now
Yep.
that's a complete artist uh,
Mm,
in Mustard Seed. So he has to leverage this market into digitalization,
yes.
into far-reaching audience, and that's
Mm,
why sooner or later we'll be coming up with our TikTok takeover. We'll be
nice.
coming up with our Instagram
Nice.
takeover,
And
where there will
that
be
is being
promos.
that is keeping it local. That is keeping it local at our level. That we don't have to always run back home. You see, one thing happens. I noticed that a lot of our artists, Afrobeats, African artists here, they tend to spend a lot of money on bloggers back in Nigeria.
Yeah, back home.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop. 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 That money, spend it on digital marketing. Spend it on digital marketing. It will get you farther. Um, Tony would know this. Like when you send money back home, for instance, to the radio DJ, it's very possible for them to play it inside their own the studio. You hear the music inside the studio. It doesn't go anywhere. It stays inside the studio, and it
True.
seems
Yeah,
as if they're playing your music
True.
and you have paid that money and it looks like so this is just inside info. Okay, that's
Yeah.
how it works. So don't send that money back home. Forget about the Niger bloggers, forget about the African vloggers or whatever, those ones. They will come in handy later. But once you keep it local, keep it, let's tip the DJ, right? Tip the DJ. Talk, reach out as an artist, reach out to the promoter, go after him. Don't expect, like, if you want change to happen, you have to be a change maker, right? So make meetings, go organize meetings, go reach out, say this is what we have, do more of the legwork. Be the pioneer also on that front, and I'm sure you will make more of an impact. Or what do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that's very, very, very true. Though,
Mm,
when you are trying to get something, you have to be humble and you
yeah,
have to be intentional about it as
yeah.
much as you can. And that means
Mm,
reaching out. Like you said, if you are not popular, DJs will not just go online and
no,
download your music.
yeah. Mm,
So you have to reach out to as much as you can. And
mm,
if the song is good and if they show love, that can also, that's how it goes,
yep,
of course, with your internet and all of that. So you're very,
true.
very, very right about that. And I think that's
Mm.
it noted.
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, guess what? Let's talk about
For
Tony.
example, hey,
Okay.
hey,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would like to
Talk
come
to
in
me.
here
Okay. Go ahead.
because some DJs have
Mm.
been part of the story of this Mustard Seed 2.0.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
All right.
DJ Dalo has been very, very, helpful with us. So I need to shout out
Okay.
these people because they are
Yeah.
the base of our
Mm.
takeover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ Dallo from here, a
Mm.
lovely DJ. DJ
Okay.
Nick, DJ K Best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
These
why?
guys, yeah.
Good blood.
There was a lady
Yeah,
also,
yeah,
a
DJ
lady.
Luciano
Exactly,
from Brazil.
Okay.
exactly.
Mm.
Now, these people, they love his music. in novice music generally.
Especially this new sound. So they have been showing
Yeah.
love. I
Exactly.
think that's been easy for them. So yeah,
Mm.
that's what's
Mm.
up, and we hope we're going to continue. Not
Mm.
continue. You wanted
That
to say
sounds
something?
Yeah.
yes. I was going to say that now. Let's talk about the new song that you have. What is it about? How did it get? One of the reasons why we can't really drop it here is for copyright reasons. Most likely, they're going to yank Facebook and YouTube. They're going to give me a warning. They've given me several before, so so take note. So those are one of the reasons why we can't really play your music like that. So it has to be something that I have to do technically. There's always a work around it, which I will do some other time. But for now, because it's a long stretch, I won't touch it. When I have a different setting, then I will do a preview of it. So tell me about the new music. What is it? What is it about?
Yeah, so I was still like not ready. Of course, there is always friction, like people, friends, everywhere I go, they always ask about my music. What's up? Don't give up. But of course, they are not in my shoes. So I would just tell them, yes, of course, I'm not giving up, but I'm planning. I want to be able to structure before I can, decide. Of course, I'm a cinematographer now, and I actually do some of my videos. So I'm also dabbling into movies, into commercials, and all of that. So, and that is bringing money. So that was kind of taking more of my focus
Yep.
because at this point of my life, I need money, not spending money.
Yep. Yep. Don't we
So
all?
that was taking
Mm,
my focus. So when
mm,
people confront me about my music, I just tell them I'm not ready. But this song actually came as I was in Dizzy studio just not long ago, earlier
okay.
this year, and he was recording, and he asked me to help put a voice on the song. And by the song the song came out, it was really he sent it to me. And I said, oh, it was nice. Can I actually jump on it? And he now said no, that he has already recorded that, but he has another mad beat that he can
Okay.
send to me if I want. So he
Mm,
sent that beat. When he sent it, I was driving, and I can tell you in 2 hours, or let me say 1 hour, my lyrics, at least the last part of the lyrics, was ready. It was so inspiring and it was easy for me. So I just told him, I'm ready. Can I come to the studio and record? He said, of
yeah.
course, to the studio.
Mm,
I went, I did my part, but the song was not ready because he just had the concept, and the beat. So we now took time at several other time to
yeah.
arrange, rearrange, and that's how the song actually came about. And before then, I also have another song, which was also an Amapiano love song that I've also a producer from Nigeria sends to me. It's called what's the type of song? Go low, go low.
Go
And
low.
I was recorded regularly, and it was banging. I was contemplating on how I was going to do about that before this came. So that's how the song came, and I felt okay because coming back also means bringing something different that people can catch up with because
Yeah.
doing something the same way sometimes don't bring results. So this song actually also, or my recent trend or my recent style, also made me feel okay. Let me do something. Let's see how it goes and all of that.
Okay. We'll take a quick break right now. Just hold on, guys. So here we go right away. So right now, if you're just joining us, we are talking to Mustardseed, Most Wanted, right here on the Afrobeat Cult.
Which one?
Then do you have a video for the new track?
No, the video has not been shot, but we
Um,
are currently we have planned what it's going to look like. It's going to be also something different, like something really drastic. I hope we are able to achieve it. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag yet, but we're
okay.
trying to do something very political
Okay.
because the song I sang about politics in most of my lyrics.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to interpret that.
Mm.
So well, of course, as a cinematographer, I cannot shoot myself. We need
Oh,
somebody
okay.
to handle the camera.
Yeah.
So we're speaking to Joe Ryder. He's a Nigerian Kenyan guy. So he's going to
Yeah.
be helping us with the camera, and we're working on it. Hopefully, in 2-3 weeks, we should be hitting location. Then hopefully the video will be dropping before the end of the summer. Definitely.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. So, Tony, have you done this before? Have you handled an artist like Most Wanted before?
Well, I've never handled an artist, of his caliber, but I've handled the promotions of, up and coming artists. So that's the experience that I'm bringing into this one. And this company is just a new company. I just started. It's called Anthony Claude Brand Management Promotions, of which my friend here, he has been a long time friend of mine, was the first artist signed into my brand management company. I also have an artist called Josh Kamba, who is also is signed into this brand management company also. So, but the most important thing is Mustard here, we're trying to look into how he's going to really take this African culture and African themes in its music to the next level. And I also want to bring something of note to you. He just told
Okay.
you about the African cinematographer who's going to take you.
Yeah.
Check his antecedents. Mustard is into the culture big time. He uses a cinematographer, or he's planning to use a cinematographer who's from Africa also.
Yeah.
He's into African core music.
Yeah.
His collaborations are with Africans. The producer of this current track we're also promoting right now is African to the core. DC, he's African also. Yes, he's African. So Mustard is that spectrum of
Okay.
African culture. That's what I want the audience to see. If I could see it, if some of his audience could see it, I want to get to the new audience. The up and coming audience, for them to listen to his sound, understand it, see what he's talking about, see what he's preaching about. That's what really matters. And an artist like Mustardseed, is what should be out there. Someone who can blend rap music with the new sound coming up, and still try to, touch things, political things. That's a big worry for us down there in Nigeria. So, big things are coming, like you said. Let's just keep expecting it.
Yes, indeed. Let's look forward to that. We are definitely looking forward to that. Hey, and guess what, guys? Every time and any time you have something to share with the rest of the world, the Afrobeat scene, you name it, whatever it is, as far as we have you and Mustardseed on the platform, we will be very, very honored to have you guys here. I will have to cut it short at this point, if it's okay. But I would like to say I have been truly honored to have had you guys as guests on the show, for sharing a lot of knowledge with us, for sharing your time with us and all that. So let's look forward. We're hoping the video comes out soon enough, as you have promised. I know it's going to be good because I've seen the other stuff that you've done in the past. So looking forward to it. And I'm hoping that you and Tony will be, making a lot of magic happen within the industry.
Yeah, thank you very much, and I hope you'll be there to support us.
A big
course.
time, of
We
course.
need old heads like you to,
Of
to help us.
This is what he's doing.
Yeah. People like you to help us. Yeah,
100%.
Shout
100%.
shout out, boss, shout out for this opportunity.
Yes, same here, my brother.
We are doing this not because musicians and a lot of people are doing music for different reasons, but
Yeah.
whatever reason it is, they are putting out energy. So shout out to all the musicians putting in work to drop music. And for me, it's a bell bell. I'm like a bell bell. My music is to inspire people, is to tell people what is going on. And this particular song is talking about our situation back home, because Black people, we are great people. And I think it is time for us to accept ourselves and stop fighting and stop
Yes.
dragging us backward. So this is my message, and this is why I'm speaking. This is why I'm trying to tell people that we are great people, and we should acknowledge it, and we should work intentionally and not backstab and not hate and not tribal and all of that. It's time for us to be great among humans, and I think we can make it in this our time, because every other nation,
Amen to that.
every other tribe,
Amen
or
to
every
that.
other skin color have done it, and it's possible for us to be
For us to do
respected.
too. Bless
Yeah,
you, my brother.
please go if you like Mustard Seed sound or you're interested in understanding more about his sound, please go to YouTube. His new single is out now called Temper with BZ. It's blowing up everywhere. It's everywhere in shows. Please go download it. It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube. It's on Apple Music. It's everywhere. Please, guys, go
Sorry, I'm not
download
trying to
his
take your
music.
time, but I was talking about 21 more minutes. I just want to
Yeah.
show my catalog. We are not just digital artists, we have printed CDs.
Okay.
This is my
Wow.
first,
Okay.
this is my
All
first
right. All right.
album. This is
Yeah.
from my
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
album with my crew.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is
That is gold right
this
now.
is
That
my
stuff.
first single.
Yeah.
Wow. That is
So
gold right now. That
this
stuff.
is
Yeah.
this is an album. You
Mm.
know,
The
this is an
physical
album.
thing.
With my
Yeah.
crew. And
Yeah.
so
Wow. That's
we're
cool.
putting a whole lot of work in this
Yeah.
shit, and we
Mm.
thank God we're still here,
Yes.
and we
Big
hope
time.
for the next level.
Big
Yeah, I
time.
will
Big
get
time.
through to
Looking
you
forward to it.
when our next project comes up. We would like to be
Yeah.
in your show. So,
Yeah.
we'll be back here definitely.
No worries, man. Always there for you. So thank you guys. Talk to you guys soon. Yep. All right.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you very
Thanks
much.
for having
Thank
us.
you
Have
very
a
much.
nice
No
evening.
worries.
Bye, everyone.
Ciao,
You
ciao,
Yeah,
too.
ciao.
bye.
Bye. And there you have it. The crew, Mustard Seed and Tony, bringing it to you live right here. Now, remember, if you have not subscribed to the Afrobeat Cult, please do so ASAP. Do it right now. Do it right now. Stop wasting time. Now, before we move on, there's something else that you guys need to know about. The much anticipated, as we had talked to Mustard Seed and the growth of the industry, the much anticipated album, the much anticipated album from our dear friend here, Burner Boy, is already out. Have you listened to it? Have you listened to it? Well, I have. I listened to the whole thing, and I guess I will be doing a review quite soon to let you know exactly what I think of it. I'm sure loads of other reviews and reactions are already out there, so I will do my own version of it. And once again, our thoughts and prayers go out to this man here, Idris, as he battles for his life right now. So, big brother, big man, all the best thoughts and prayers to you. And that's how we call it a day for today, this Friday. Make sure you join us again when we come your way. I am Ehi and Akimio. Remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you want major kick-ass content from us right here. Until next time, I will see you guys. Bye.